interesting and beautiful path with lots of gifts since I was diagnosed with a thyroid autoimmune condition, and I learned a lot about health and how my body functions. But let's say that some of the people from our audience might have an autoimmune condition, and how can you optimize there? What has to be optimized?
Yes, that's an interesting question, because we as a doctor always think that once an autoimmune disease, you always have an autoimmune disease. Because the body, the immune system is triggered, it's genetic, and you can't do anything. And what nowadays, the last 10 years, 5-10 years is changing, is that we see that epigenetics and feeding and the role of food and autoimmune system has a very important connection.
Yes.
And it's still way out of the doctor's practice to teach people about
the traditional,
about the traditional doctor's practice to teach people about food, and that you can get your immune system in a better shape with changing your food and lifestyle.
Yeah.
And there are nowadays doctors themselves who have MS or an autoimmune disease, and they find out that they will heal when they are changing their food pattern.
Yes.
So
or at least be much better than.
Much better.
Yes.
And
that's what happened
real,
to me.
Yeah. Because what did you do in the beginning?
Well, to me, what triggered really was when the doctor told me that I will never get better. And I say, yes, thank you, I accept your diagnostic, but I will not accept your verdict. So to me, then I started, to embark on my journey, and I didn't start necessarily with nutrition. Well, we were eating healthy, but not far as I'm eating now. But I started, I said, okay, it's my lifestyle, it's also the way I approach life. So I went and said, okay, I need to take a really good look at how I'm thinking, how I'm framing life, what meanings do I give to events and to everything. So I've studied, NLP helped me a lot, and much more, energy, psychology, and many disciplines that help me also improve the relationship between my body and my mind.
Yeah.
And somehow I've grown into really very healthy eating. I'm eating gluten-free. I'm eating dairy products free. I'm eating egg-free, so no eggs, and I'm juicing, I'm eating fruits and vegetables in the end. I was vegetarian for 6 years, and at some point I wanted meat. So I listened to my body, I honor my body, and I ate meat because, meat is also good with B12 and all the other things. So I think we are so different, and I never can say one size fits all. But to me, it's just finding the balance, eating organic, and also juicing a lot, and eating smoothie, and creating stuff that really nourish my body.
Yes.
And this, on my website you can see many videos and more information on that. But it was my journey out of my need to restore my health in a way. And I see the amazing things that happen when I changed my nutrition. When I didn't eat gluten, which was really bad for me and was causing, inflammation in my gut. I was telling you, I had vertigo, and I was like, things were not well in my body. And when I changed my diet, and of course taking nutrients, really changed the whole thing for me. And I'm on a path. I'm very happy where I'm on my path, and I'm not yet there, but it's just my life. I could be fat, depressed, and do nothing, and this is not happening. So I really believe that if our body learns something, our body can learn to do something else, but it's also honoring the body.
Yes. If you live your passion, what a lot of people are not doing.
Oh, I love that you say that.
It gives a lot of stress.
Yes.
So the second thing with the second level with the thyroid and the immune system and the stress system, it will be triggered from both ways.
Yes.
If you're eating sugar too much for your system, you get stress. But if you are not living the life you want to live, you will get
and
stress.
if you don't honor who you are.
And
Yes.
honoring who you are.
Yes, yes.
So there are a lot of patterns that you can change, and there are a lot of ways how to approach it. And that's another topic we can discuss today, is how do you prepare yourself as a patient?
Yes, what is the ideal patient? Because it's different than 30 years ago.
It's different, and also you can read a lot, you can see a diagnosis as a static thing, or you can say, okay, also from here I'm going to change habits,
Yes.
and then see if the disease will become smaller, or I can cope with it better and
Yes.
get more more responsibility yourself.
I was just curious, comes now. You're in a place where you enjoy your life, right? You live on purpose. And how was it for you? How did you read? Because you graduated magna cum laude, right? From
Not magna. I graduated cum laude.
Cum laude, yeah. And then you went into the traditional model of, doctors, right? And then you had your path, and then
Yes.
you do what you're doing today. How was it for you?
What happened for me is that the system is very hierarchic, and I was not from this country. I switched countries when I was 13 years old. So I had no clue what was happening in social terms. And scientifically, it was not so scientific. But I started a different path from there, and I had a personal search, because my mother was not very happy. She always was complaining, and I found out that I had the same habits, and I was not happy myself. So I did a long search on when do you declare yourself happy. And then in the search I realized that as a doctor I had no clue when I declare myself healthy.
And because I have a special interest in helping women tap into their leadership, but not only mental but also in body. And I'm curious, one of your specialties, it's working with patients that have a thyroid problem. And why do you think that are more women having a thyroid problem than men?
That's a good question, because one thing is that women have this cycle with where the immune system is also responding to, because with pregnancy and but also with menstruation,
yes.
Then the immune system is getting more active or not. That's one of the things what can cause an hyperactive immune system. And then another thing is that the thyroid is one of the organs not protected. So they think that the thyroid nowadays get more environmental radiation influence. And another thing is that next to vitamin D and A, we have a lack of iodine in the body. Mm-hmm. And the iodine is very important for the immune system. It's
where to start, and what you said, start with something, right? Not everything, because we get overwhelmed, but start.
Yeah.
Start.
And start with the first thing you think that would be helpful, and the first habit you can change. Because if you change a habit, you can observe what does it mean. If I sleep more, do I get more rested?
Yes.
If I eat different, do I get more energy?
Yeah.
And then start somewhere, and then make observations and analyze it, and then finding out what works for you.
Yeah, and maybe slow down a bit, and less is more.
slow down a bit, but also in terms of stress and open focus, brain
Yes.
do stress, but also do relaxation.
The 3 stages for optimizing our health in the 21st century would
be aware of your basic living rules. Be aware if your immune system, stress system, thyroid or reproductive system is having problems,
yeah.
or other organs. And level 3 would be live your life on purpose and find your passion and find the way you are connecting with the world and with yourself.
No, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Very educative and very inspiring. You're a very inspiring individual. Thank you so much. And thank you for everything you've done for people around you. Thank you.